Japan currently possesses 47 tons of plutonium reprocessing capacity and is considering developing over 1,000 nuclear warheads. This assessment is not an exaggeration. Recently, this nation defeated in World War II has been acting more aggressively on nuclear matters, reaching levels that cannot be ignored. The potential appointment of hawkish political leader Sane Takaichi as Japan's new prime minister, replacing Shigeru Ishiba, marks a significant shift. This woman has a history of taking hardline positions against China, and if she assumes power, she could further promote Japan's military expansion. Another right-wing Diet member, Ryuichi Matsukawa, has openly proposed that Japan should independently possess nuclear weapons. He argues that America's nuclear protection is unreliable, especially given the ambiguous stance of the Trump administration. Japan must have its own nuclear capabilities for self-defense. Japan is preparing what's called Plan B, which suggests the country might bypass limitations in its pacifist constitution and secretly advance nuclear weapons development. So, does Japan truly have the capability to produce nuclear weapons? The answer is yes. They possess advanced nuclear energy and fuel reprocessing technology, with the capability to extract materials useful for nuclear bombs from nuclear waste. Considering Mitsubishi Heavy Industries' technical capabilities, assembling a nuclear warhead from these materials within 3 months wouldn't be difficult. More alarmingly, Japan possesses advanced missile technology. If nuclear warheads are combined with rockets to form intercontinental ballistic missiles, their range could reach 8,000 kilometers, sufficient to cover the entire Asian region. Former U.S. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger publicly warned in 2023 that Japan could possess nuclear weapons within 5 years, and their possession would be detrimental to Washington. Kissinger noted Japan's direction is clear. They're on the path to becoming a nuclear power within 5 years. He believes Japan possesses both the technical capabilities and geopolitical pressures to develop nuclear weapons by 2028. Furthermore, Japan is accelerating its nuclear strike capability through submarine expansion. Destroyers are currently testing Tomahawk cruise missiles with a range of 1,600 kilometers, and the country has openly threatened it could target China and Taiwan's mainland. Japan's Maritime Self-Defense Force is considering equipping its vessels with nuclear warheads to establish a sea-based nuclear deterrence system. If Japan possesses such significant nuclear capability, it would completely disrupt strategic balance in the Indo-Pacific region. Although the United States dropped 2 nuclear bombs on Japan during World War II and limited Japan's nuclear deterrent capability to prevent retaliation, the current situation in the Asia-Pacific region is unfavorable to the United States. If the U.S. permits Japan to possess nuclear weapons to contain China, even low-yield tactical nuclear weapons would pose an unpredictable threat. Moreover, Japan possesses multiple underground nuclear facilities for nuclear waste disposal. However, nobody knows what Japan might be secretly developing underground. China has repeatedly emphasized that given Japan's unstoppable ambitions for invasion, the possibility of it triggering another world war if it possesses nuclear power is completely real. If the United States allows Japan's nuclear production, U.S. forces stationed in Japan would become primary targets, and the United States would face the consequences. In short, Japan's nuclear ambitions not only violate international law, but also hang like a sword over East Asia. If this dangerous trend isn't contained, it will have devastating consequences for Asia-Pacific regional stability and the global situation.